Evening students, today our topic kinematics. మనకి ఫిజిక్స్లో మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ చాప్టర్స్లో కైనమెటిక్స్ ఒకటి. ఈ కైనమెటిక్స్ అనేది మీరు బాగా నేర్చుకుంటే మీకు రిమైనింగ్ చాప్టర్స్ అన్నీ కూడా ఈజీగా వస్తాయి. ఫిజిక్స్లో కైనమెటిక్స్ అనేది హార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫిజిక్స్. మీరు ఈ కైనమెటిక్స్ చాప్టర్ ఎంత బాగా నేర్చుకుంటారో రిమైనింగ్ చాప్టర్స్ అన్నీ కూడా మీకు అంత ఈజీగా వస్తాయి. ఓకే, సరే. కైనమెటిక్స్. ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ వాట్ ఈస్ ఫిజిక్స్? Physics is a branch of physics. The study of nature and its laws are called physics. Next one, mechanics. Mechanics is a branch of physics. Which deals with the motion of non-living things in everyday life. Bike is a non-living thing, car is a non-living thing, bus is a non-living thing. Motion of non-living things. The study of motion of non-living things is called mechanics. Mechanics is a branch of physics. Next, kinematics. Kinematics is a branch of mechanics. Which deals with the motion of the objects. For example, if you throw a piece of chalk, we can study only motion of the object. We study చేసేది కైనమెటిక్స్. Why it is moving? ఈ చాక్ పీస్ ఎందుకు మూవ్ అయింది? we can apply the force. మనం ఫోర్స్ అప్లై చేస్తాం కాబట్టి చాక్ పీస్ అనేది మూవ్ అయింది. Here force is called dynamics. Okay, force is called dynamics. Motion of the chalk piece is kinematics. Is kinematics. Okay, all of you understand? Rest. దీనికన్నా ముందు పొజిషన్ means at a particular place. Position means at a particular place. Position means at a particular place. మన exact location or exact place చెప్పేది it is a position. Next one, rest. The object cannot change its position with respect to time and surroundings. Is called rest. The object cannot change its position with respect to time and surroundings is called rest. ఒక ఆబ్జెక్ట్ రెస్ట్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు దాని సరౌండింగ్స్ అనేవి కూడా చేంజ్ అవుతాయి. Which is at rest position. Next one, motion. Motion means the object can change its position with respect to time and surroundings. For example, we are in motion. What happened? Our surroundings are continuously changing. First, rest means the object cannot change its position. With respect to time and surroundings. Next, motion. The object can change its position with respect to time and surroundings. For example, మనం బైక్ మీద పోతుంటే ఏమవుతుంది? Our surroundings are continuously changing. It is called motion. Next, third one, rest and motion are relative. రెస్ట్ అండ్ మోషన్ ఆర్ రిలేటెడ్. ఒకే టైంలో మనం రెస్ట్లో ఉంటాం, ఒకే టైంలో మనం మోషన్లో ఉంటాం. హౌ కెన్ ఇట్ ఈస్ పాసిబుల్? ఇది ఎలా సాధ్యం అవుతుంది? మనం ఒకే టైంలో రెస్ట్లో ఉంటాం, అలాగే ఒకే టైంలో మోషన్లో ఉంటాం. వెన్ వి ట్రావెలింగ్ ఇన్ ఏ కార్, మనం కార్లో ట్రావెల్ చేస్తున్నాం. వెన్ వి కంపేర్ ఇన్సైడ్ ద కార్, our surroundings does not change. When we compare outside, our surroundings continuously changes. Next, another example. When we are traveling in a train, inside the compartment, we are at rest position. When we compare outside, our surroundings continuously change. Next one, distance and displacement. Distance after displacement. First of all, what is meant by distance? The actual length of the path. Is called distance. It is denoted by a letter D. It is denoted by a letter D. It is a scalar. It is denoted by a letter D. It is a scalar. It having units. Centimeter, meter, kilometer. It having units centimeter, meter. Kilometer. Next, distance is always positive. When we move forward, distance is taken as positive. When we move backward, distance is taken as positive. Okay. Distance. The actual length of the path is called distance. It is denoted by letter D. It is a scalar. It having units centimeter, meter, kilometer. Centimeter is CGS unit. Meter is SI unit. Another unit is kilometer. Distance is always positive. When we move forward direction, it is positive. When we move backward direction, it is also taken as positive. Okay. Next, displacement. Displacement. The shortest distance between initial position to final position. It is called displacement. మనం డిస్టెన్స్ డయాగ్రామ్ ఎలా రిప్రజెంట్ చేసుకోవచ్చండి? This path represent distance. Distance is a scalar quantity. Distance means it having no particular direction. Distance is a scalar. Scalar means it having only magnitude but no particular direction or no specific direction. Displacement. The shortest distance between initial position to final position. ఈ డయాగ్రామ్లో మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే దిస్ ఈజ్ ఇనిషియల్ పొజిషన్, దిస్ ఈజ్ ఫైనల్ పొజిషన్. This is final position. The shortest distance between initial position to final position is called displacement. This is displacement. This is distance. This is distance. This is displacement. Displacement is denoted by a letter S bar. It is denoted by S bar. It is a vector. It is denoted by a letter S bar. It is vector. It is a vector. Displacement is positive, negative and zero. When we move forward direction, displacement is positive. When we move forward direction, displacement is positive. When we move backward direction, displacement is negative. Displacement is negative. When we move forward direction 2 meters, it is taken as plus 2 meters. When we move backward again 2 meters, it is taken as minus 2 meters. And finally it reaches the initial position. Displacement is 0. When we move forward direction, displacement is positive. When we move backward direction, displacement is negative. And finally we can reach the initial position. Displacement is 0. Net displacement is 0. Forward direction 2, backward direction minus 2. 2 minus 2 0. 2 minus 2 0. For example, when we are walking forward direction 10 steps, when we are moving backward again 10 steps, our net displacement is 0. Okay, only in a straight path, distance and displacement are equal. Only in a straight path, distance and displacement are equal. Remaining all conditions, distance is always greater than displacement. Next, speed. What is speed? Speed means, next one, speed. The rate of change of distance. With respect to time is called speed. Speed మనం డెరివేషన్ ఫార్ములా కూడా గమనించండి. d by dt of d. ఇది మనం మ్యాథమెటిక్స్, ఇంటర్మీడియట్ మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ లో వస్తుంది. This is differentiation. d by dt means this is differentiation. d by dt means the rate of change of distance with respect to time is called speed. Or another definition, the distance covered by a body in unit time. Is called speed. It is denoted by a letter. S. It is a scalar. Okay. Speed is always positive. Speed never be negative. Speed మనం దేని నుంచి వస్తుంది? డిస్టెన్స్ నుంచి వస్తుంది. డిస్టెన్స్ కూడా always positive. Distance never be negative. Distance never be negative. Speed also never be negative. Distance never be negative. Speed also never be negative. Okay. Speed is a scalar. It is denoted by letter S. Speed is always positive. Speed never be negative. Speed never be negative. Speed units. Speed units. CGS unit is centimeter per second. SI unit is meter per second. Speed having two units. Centimeter per second, meter per second. Centimeter per second is centimeter per second is CGS unit. SI unit is meter per second. Another unit kilometer per hour. Kilometer per hour. Speed is always positive. Speed formula. Speed equal to distance by time. Speed equal to distance by time. Or S equal to d by t. S equal to d by t. This is speed formula. This is speed formula. Next velocity. Next one velocity. The rate of change of displacement with respect to time. With respect to time is called velocity. Is called velocity. Or the displacement covered by a body in unit time. In unit time is called velocity. Is called velocity. It is denoted by a letter. It is denoted by a letter. By a letter V bar. V bar. It is a vector quantity. Bar represent direction. Bar represent direction. మనకు displacement లో కూడా it is denoted by letter S bar. S bar means it is a vector quantity. Here velocity is denoted by letter V bar. V bar means it is a vector quantity. Next point, it is a vector. It is a vector. It is a vector. It is positive, negative and zero. And zero. It is positive, negative and zero. Velocity forward direction positive, backward direction negative, and finally reaches the initial position. Net velocity is zero. For example, if a person traveling in a bike, forward direction 1 kilometer, backward direction 1 kilometer, and finally reaches the initial position. Net velocity is zero. Net velocity is zero. Velocity is positive, negative, and zero. Forward direction it is positive, backward direction it is negative, and finally reaches the initial position. It is zero. It is zero. Next, velocity formula. Velocity equal to displacement by time. Velocity equal to displacement by time. Velocity formula V equal to S bar by T. Velocity formula V equal to S bar by T. Only in a straight path. Only in a straight path. Speed and velocity are equal. Only in a straight path, speed and velocity are equal. Remaining all conditions, speed is always greater than velocity. Speed is always greater than velocity. Next one, most important, acceleration. Next one, most important, acceleration. The rate of change of velocity. The rate of change of velocity with respect to time. The rate of change of velocity with respect to time, or change in velocity by time. Change in velocity by time is called acceleration. Is called acceleration. It is denoted by a letter. It is denoted by A. It is denoted by A. It is a vector. It is a vector. It is positive, negative, and 0. It is positive, it is negative, and 0. Next one. It is denoted by letter A. It is a vector. It is positive. It is negative, and 0. Next, acceleration formula: A equal to V minus U by T. A equal to V minus U by T. Here U is initial velocity. U is initial velocity. V is final velocity. V is final velocity. A is acceleration. A is acceleration. T is time. T is time. ఈ యాక్సలరేషన్ కూడా మనకి 3 టైప్స్ ఉంటాయి. యాక్సలరేషన్ కూడా మనకి 3 టైప్స్ ఉంటాయి. పాజిటివ్ యాక్సలరేషన్, నెగటివ్ యాక్సలరేషన్ అండ్ జీరో యాక్సలరేషన్. నెగటివ్ యాక్సలరేషన్ హ్యావింగ్ 3 నేమ్స్. నెగటివ్ యాక్సలరేషన్ హ్యావింగ్ 3 నేమ్స్. నెగటివ్ యాక్సలరేషన్ మనం డిసలరేషన్ అనొచ్చు, రిటార్డేషన్ అనొచ్చు. ఇంకోటి నెగటివ్ యాక్సలరేషన్, డిసలరేషన్ అండ్ రిటార్డేషన్. నెగటివ్ యాక్సలరేషన్, deceleration and retardation. Negative acceleration having 3 names. Okay. Next, when is acceleration positive? Acceleration eppudu positive, eppudu negative. If a bike starts from rest, if a bike starts from rest and attain a velocity 20 meter per second in 5 seconds, then find acceleration. Acceleration ki positive value is, it is called positive acceleration. Acceleration की negative value is the, it is called negative acceleration, deceleration or retardation. Given data, acceleration formula: A equal to V minus U by T. Given data, starts from rest means initial velocity U equal to 0. Next, attain a velocity V equal to 20 meter per second in 5 seconds. Time T equal to 5 seconds. Okay. Substitute these values in this formula. A equal to V minus U by T. Here V is 20, U 0. Time T equal to 5 seconds. 20 minus 0. 20 by 5. 4. Acceleration is 4 meter per second square. Next, deceleration problem. Next, deceleration. Next one, deceleration. Example problem. A car moving with a velocity. A car moving with a car moving with a velocity 50 meter per second. 50 meter per second. And stops suddenly. Stops suddenly in 5 seconds. Then find acceleration. Okay. Given data. Car moving with a velocity means it is a initial velocity. Initial velocity u equal to 50 meter per second. Stop suddenly. Stop suddenly comes to rest. Stop suddenly or comes to rest means final velocity 0. Final velocity 0. In time t equal to 5 seconds. Find acceleration. Acceleration formula a equal to v minus u by t. Here v equal to 0, u minus 50 by 5. 0 minus 50 minus 50 by 5. 10. A equal to minus 10 meter per second square. A equal to minus 10 meter per second square. Acceleration in negative value it is called deceleration, retardation or negative acceleration. Negative acceleration having 3 names. Negative acceleration having 3 names. Acceleration is positive, negative and 0. First condition we say acceleration is positive. A equal to 4 meter per second square. It is positive. Second condition A equal to negative. A equal to negative means it is deceleration, negative acceleration or retardation. Next, third condition. If a car moves with a or moving with a constant velocity, then find acceleration. If a car moves with a constant velocity, then find acceleration. ఈ క్వశ్చన్లో మనకి మ్యాటర్ అనేది ఇవ్వలేదు, అయినా కానీ మనం దీనిలో యాక్సిలరేషన్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయొచ్చు. ఓకే, లిసన్. సొల్యూషన్. కాన్స్టెంట్ వెలాసిటీ means if initial velocity equal to u, final velocity also u. Constant velocity or same velocity. ఇప్పుడు మనకి ఇనిషియల్ వెలాసిటీ u అయితే ఫైనల్ వెలాసిటీ కూడా u. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇది ఇనిషియల్ వెలాసిటీ 5 meter per second. Final velocity also 5 meter per second. ఈ కండిషన్లో టైం వాల్యూ ఇచ్చిన పైన మనం దీన్ని ఈజీగా సాల్వ్ చేయొచ్చు. మనకి దీనిలో టైం తెలియదు కాబట్టి టైం t ఈక్వల్ టు t సెకండ్స్. What is acceleration formula? A equal to v minus u by t. What is u value? U value u. V value u value also u. U minus u 0. 0 by anything is 0. Kinematics లో మనకి యాక్సిలరేషన్ కాన్సెప్ట్ కూడా మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. అంటే the rate of change of velocity with respect to time or change in velocity by time is called acceleration. It is denoted by the letter A. It is a vector. It is positive, negative and 0. The acceleration positive. First one positive, second one negative, third one 0. First condition. If initial velocity 0, it is positive. If final velocity 0, it is negative. మనం ఎప్పుడైనా సరే ఇనిషియల్ వెలాసిటీ 0 అయితే it is acceleration. Final velocity 0 అయితే it is deceleration. And moving with a constant velocity. Constant velocity means acceleration 0. Students, today class completed. Tomorrow we will discuss another topic.